So I used to be a slimming consultant in the UK. Now I have got a video on that. One of my very first videos on this channel, if you scroll all the way down, Confessions of an Ex-Slimming Consultant. I like to talk about it sometimes because one, I have to apologise. I have to apologise to all the people I harmed with my bullshit advice. BS. Eat low fat, cut the fat off everything, 5 a day, eat loads of crunchy pesticides ridden salads, and don't worry about eating too much meat, apart from the very, very original plan, which was quite meat based but very lean. You now know which plan I was working for. I do like to apologise, and I'm going to apologise today again. My name is Sarah. I used to work for a well-known slimming company, and I apologise wholeheartedly for harming the people that came to my group with my naivety and my trust in authority, and making mistakes and harming people, including myself, with my own stupid advice. But the reason I talk about it is because it was very, very telling, because it was always the women of my age that struggled to lose weight. Now, I'm not going to bang on about men versus women too much in this one, but the men always got the slimmer of the week. The young women always got the slimmer of the week. But the women of my age did have to struggle with pound up, pound down, pound up, pound down. The slimming group thing. I watch a lovely channel. One of my favourite channels is some guy who used to live near me and now has moved to another country, Nigel Watson. He always says he likes to discuss how we need to whistleblow on things that we think are not right. And by not saying something and not speaking out, that's an action, that's a choice. And if people are continuing to be harmed by people not having the courage to speak out about things, then people will continue to be harmed. So I'm calling them out. I'm calling out the two biggest slimming clubs of the UK out right now. They are profiteering on crap advice that's making people sick. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm hoping that one of them finds this. They won't, because mine's a silly little channel and no one's going to see this video. But share it. Those two companies are paid for and supported by the people that shouldn't be. When I was working with them as a franchise, I remember going to a meeting once, and it turned out those people that live in that big brick building in London with the big tower with the bell in it were starting to show an interest in our company at that time. Probably, I don't know. Well, I left in 2010, and they were starting to show an interest, and they were starting to get people to come to our group via the doctors and prescriptions, and saying, oh yes, definitely go to there. Of course they were. Lots of money to be made by sick people, isn't there? And apparently there was a rumour going around that it wasn't really 5 a day, it was 10 a day. But they thought, we'd better sell the people 5 a day because they'll never be able to cope with 10 a day. So we'll sell it as 5 a day, and if they overshoot it, even better. It's all garbage. That science it's all based on is all garbage. Paid for by the people that want to profit from it. Because I do not believe that their science is accurate. I believe it's harming people. I believe the women that go to it for years end up with such trashed hormones, and I think they know this. It's a wonderful business model, isn't it? Have loads of women turn up and trash their hormones, and now they're just constantly returning members, rejoiners, back to the rejoining table again for the 50th time in their life, hoping that this time it might work, hoping that this time they're going to sort their health out and lose all the weight, despite the fact that every time they come, their hormones are a little bit more trashed, a little bit more broken, and their motivation and their determination's a little bit more broken. Just break them. They'll keep coming back. They'll keep coming back in after Christmas and at the end of the summer holidays. Definitely going to do it this time. I'm super determined this time. Great business model, guys. Great business model. I mean, when it first started up in 1969, I genuinely think that the lady that started it up was genuinely wanting to be helpful. And around that time, the message was eat low fat for health. And so I think she genuinely thought she was doing good. Do you know, we had a meeting. We had to go to a big meeting with loads of consultants and have some training event for a day. And I don't know why it happened. I don't know what this was trying to prove. But the lady at the front of the room said, stand up if you're a target. One person turned up. I stood up. One person stood up. Everyone else sitting there thinking, that'll be me next year. I'll be the one standing up. I'm going to try much harder. I just need to get a grip. I just need to try harder. One person. And that one person was absolute. Maybe that person had a particular personality that didn't mind, like my mother-in-law, for example, that didn't mind constantly being under control and constantly working through those cravings and constantly chopping up veg and chopping up fruit, keeping it in the fridge, just surviving on fruit and veg, probably. The rest of us, we're gonna get a grip. We're going to really do it this time. We're going to get a grip. Yeah, so I'm calling them out this morning. And their science that's based on nothing. There is no nutrition science. That nutrition science they're using is just based on food diaries. Asking thousands of people what they ate in the last 5 years. That is the extent of their science. There is no nutrition science on any diet. So when people come at me with, well, where's the science behind what you're doing? I remember falling out with somebody a couple of years ago over well, not falling out, we're having a bit of a heated debate about carnivore. And she said, well, where's the science on the way you eat? And I turned around and said, well, where's the science on the way you eat? And she said, I can't believe you're eating that way without any science. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? I feel incredible eating this way. This is the way that makes me feel the most alive and the most incredible. Like I'm a real proper human doing the right thing. There probably won't be any bona fide carnivore science. So what do you want me to do? Just wait and hope it comes out when I'm 95 and 6 foot under already? No, I'm going to do it now. I don't trust science anyway. Very shocked she was. Very, very shocked. But I just thought, you do you, I'll do me. What I'm doing isn't affecting anybody else. The way that I currently am eating is not harming anyone else. Everyone else in my house doesn't even eat like this. So the way I'm eating is not harming anyone. So don't. On my last couple of sessions, when I decided to stop being a consultant for them, I started seeing the people coming in as victims rather than people I was trying to help. Once I'd realised that my advice wasn't helping them. So even back in 2010, even before I found Carnivore, I knew I wasn't helping people. I'm quite psychic, and I just thought, I am not helping these people. I have got a room full of 40, 50s women, up a pound, down a pound, up a pound, down a pound, up a pound, down a pound. I covered somebody else's group once. Somebody was on holiday or sick and I had to go and cover their group. That room was full, chock full of long-term members. Up a pound, down a pound, up a pound, down a pound, up a pound, down a pound. I think you get the idea. I just thought, wow, we are not helping. I don't know why. I didn't know why I wasn't helping people at that point. I didn't realise about hormones and fat and all the rest of it by that point. But I knew I wasn't helping people and I had to get out. Thinking they're helping but not helping. I knew I had to get out. Anyway, that's my, that was a bit more of a rant. I went deeper in than I thought I was going to then. And I've just realised I've still got my sunglasses on. It's sunny this morning, so I put my sunglasses on, and then I realised I've forgotten to take them off. And so because I haven't got my reading glasses on, I've got no idea how many minutes I've done. But if you've got any sun today, go and get it. I'm finishing at 12:30 today, and I am going in the garden. If you've got any meat, go and eat it. If you've got any water, go and drink it. If you've sorry, I get distracted, people coming in. Do what it takes for you to be healthy and happy. Protect your peace. And if it's not your time to be perfect carnivore right now, then it's not your time until it is. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you later. Bye.